Good morning, Year 3. Happy Tuesday. As you can see, I'm at school. Yes, it's very quiet without you all, so we're really looking forward to having you back soon. I thought I would read you the opening of the story so that you can hear it, and then you can play it as many times as you want as you're doing your task. It may just help you to get some ideas. So it's from the book Pugs of the Frozen North, and this is the very opening of the story. The town of Snowdonia was built in the same style as the Po of Ice, on stilted platforms along a ford edge. But unlike the Po of Ice, it was full of life and bustle. People lined the balconies outside their homes to watch as the adventurers, who meant to be racing to the top, came sledding into the ford. From all over the north they came. True winter had not arrived completely without warning, not for people who knew what to look for. Not for people who had been eagerly waiting for the first flake of magical snow to fall. They had been preparing for weeks, and now that the ice had come, they were ready. At Limptville Institute of Technology, Professor Shackleton Jones had known about the coming winter by the excited way the northern lights made his particle detectors ping. He was determined to reach the top of the world using the power of science. He and his robot companion, Snowbot, swept into the Snowdovia on a cardboard fibre sled, so strong and lightweight that it was barely there at all. On a lonely island not far from Snowdovia, Helga Hammersfest had learned of the big freeze by watching the flight of geese and by the way the spiders spun their cobwebs. She had readied her sled and harnessed up her team. No dogs for Helga, just her pet polar bears, Snowdrop and Slush Puppy. She was the local favourite, so she got an extra big cheer when her snow bears came lumbering up to the starting line. Sir Basil Sprout Dumpling heard of the freeze from his butler Sideplate, who had been keeping watch on the weather forecasts. 10 minutes later, they were at the airport, loading Sir Basil's sled and pedigree dog team aboard an aeroplane. Sir Basil's father was the first to reach the top of the world last time true winter came. He had met the Snow Father and had his wish granted, which was to be ridiculously rich. He had gone back to England with fortunes in rubies, sapphires and diamonds. But Sir Basil had spent it all. "If we don't beat this riff-raff to the pole, Sideplate," he said as he drew up to the starting line, "I shall have to sell off the old stately home. I mean, to win this race, even if I have to cheat like an absolute bounder." Yes, Sir Basil," said Sideplate sadly, holding his bowler hat on tight and wishing he'd worn warmer underwear. "But if I may say so, Sir Basil, I do hope cheating won't be necessary." Sir Basil wasn't listening. "I say," he cried, for the pink sled that had just pulled up next to him was none other than Mitzi von Prim, most glamorous of all the racers. How embarrassed her team of huskies looked, clipped like poodles and dyed pink to match Mitzi's stylish racing outfits. Okay, so that is the opening of the story. It's describing a race. So what we would like you to do today, we would like you to listen to that. You can listen to it as many times as you like, and we want you to use your imagination to draw an illustration. So whatever part of it might be the starting line, it might be just one of the characters, to actually draw what you think it would look like. Have fun!